In a world immersed in conflict and uncertainty, prayers emerge as a beacon of hope, radiating light amid the shadows of despair. As navigators in this turbulent sea of existence, we are called to raise our hearts in prayer, not only by our own burdens, but also by the burdens of humanity in these times of tribulation. When the horizon seems distant and the waves threaten to engulf us, it is in prayer that we find refuge and strength to advance. They are like anchors that keep us firm amid the storm, reminding us that we are not alone in this journey. Through prayer, we open a channel of communication with the divine, where we put our concerns, our anxieties, and our deepest yearnings. It is an act of surrender and trust, where we recognize our smallness before the universe, but also recognize the immensity of love and mercy that surrounds us. Thus, we can raise our voices in prayer, not only in search of relief for our own pains, but also as an instrument of peace and healing for the world around us. May the light of prayer continue to shine, guiding us through darkness and leading us to renewed hope. In the ancient pages of the Bible, we find numerous narratives of men and women who, in the face of the most adverse circumstances, resorted to prayer as a source of strength and comfort. In the midst of the flood of challenges, Job proclaimed, "Though he kill me, I will wait in him." Job 13 verse 15. His example resounds as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest moments we can find hope in the divine presence. Job's story is a testimony to the strength of faith and the human capacity to hold on to hope, even in the face of the worst of circumstances. Despite facing devastating losses and intense suffering, Job did not lose his trust in God. Like Job, we are reminded that prayer is a powerful ally in times of distress and despair. It connects us with the divine and strengthens us to face the adversities of life. In the face of storms that plague our path, we can find comfort and hope in the certainty of God's loving presence. The story of Daniel in the lion's den echoes through the centuries, witnessing divine protection over those who trust in God. In his fervent prayer, Daniel demonstrated an unwavering faith, even in the face of the imminent threat of death. His courage inspires us to remain firm in our convictions, knowing that even in times of greatest danger, we are not alone. Daniel faced the lion's den as a consequence of his faithfulness to God, refusing to compromise his beliefs. His trust in divine providence was rewarded when the lions did him no harm. This narrative underscores the importance of unwavering faith and sincere devotion, even in adverse circumstances. His actions remind us that when we trust God and stay true to his principles, we can overcome any challenge we face. May the story of Daniel in the lion's den continue to inspire us to trust in divine protection and to stand firm in our faith, no matter the circumstances. On the Mount of Olives, Jesus bowed in prayer, pouring out his soul before the Heavenly Father. His anguish was so deep that his sweat became great drops of blood, which ran to the ground. Luke 22 verse 44. In this moment of agony, Jesus showed us the way of total surrender to the will of God. Even when we face our own Gethsemanes, submit to the divine will, Jesus exemplified the importance of absolute trust in God's plan, even under the most difficult circumstances. His sacrifice on the cross is the greatest testimony of this steadfast love and obedience. Like Jesus, we are called to face our own Gethsemanes, moments of deep distress and anguish. In these times, it is in prayer and trust in God that we find the strength to move forward. Like Jesus, we must seek the will of the Father and give our burdens to him, trusting in his grace and mercy to sustain us. May the story of the agony of Jesus on the Mount of Olives inspire us to cultivate an unwavering faith and a total surrender to the divine will, even in the most challenging moments of our lives. Today, as we face the global challenges that threaten peace and stability, we are called to follow the example of former believers, raising our voices in prayer for humanity. In a world marked by uncertainty and conflict, prayer emerges as a powerful tool of transformation and hope. As we unite in prayers, we transcend borders and differences, strengthening the human bond and invoking divine mercy. May our words, impregnated with faith and compassion, reach the hearts of those who face adversity, bringing them relief and comfort. May our prayers also be a call to action, inspiring us to work tirelessly for justice, peace, and well-being of all human beings. May our communion and prayer be a bright light in the midst of darkness, renewing hope and illuminating the way to a better world. May each prayer be a testimony to the transforming power of love and solidarity, enabling us to face challenges with courage and determination. In this world of uncertainty and pain, our prayers are not just empty words thrown into the wind, but rays of hope penetrating the dark clouds that obscure the horizon. May we unite as a global community, raising our hands and hearts in prayer, spreading light and hope in times of conflict and uncertainty. If you believe in the power of prayer and the power of hope, join us. Like this video to show your support, leave a comment sharing your own words of encouragement, and subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. Together, we can be agents of change and sources of love and compassion in a world in need. Let's spread the message of hope and solidarity, one prayer at a time. Thank you for being part of this journey with us.